and welcome back to another tutorial. I am so sorry that it's been a while since I've done a tutorial, but this one was kind of requested a lot on TikTok in my comment section. How do I do my HD eyes, and then how do I animate the HD eyes in Minecraft? So in this video today, we are going to be showing the basic levels, the intermediate, and then the advanced levels of HD eyes skin making. And then afterwards, I'm going to go into Minecraft and show you guys how I actually animate the Minecraft eyes. And yeah. Okay, so I have a blank skin here. One of my old characters that I created one time. We're just gonna go in and we're just gonna make some very basic eyes, of course. We want them to be the basic blocks tall, so make sure you have yours set. I'm going to drag and drop the size for the irises. Actually, we'll just put in the whole thing. There you go. There's one eye. And then the second one we're just gonna drop on this side here. Basic freaking eyes. I feel like the color that I want to go with today is a little bit of like a bluish color. I want to mess with blues today. So we're gonna make a blue eye. You could use any program that you want. Again, like I said in my other Minecraft HD skin tutorials, you could use Photoshop, Ibis Paint, Clip Studio. I use Animating Paint Pro just because it's super simple and it gets to the bits. You can find out if your program can go down to the bit by bit, but this is the scale of the skin is 2048 by 2048, so it's not too big but not too small. We're gonna go ahead and drag and drop some eyes in. You know, they have very basic eyes, right? Right. And then of course you got your eyelashes, which people big and bulky eyelashes, right. So yeah, you have the basic eyes, right? Very plain and simple. If you want to stick to a basic style, definitely go this route, especially if you grab your little magic tool and you go ahead and select the areas you want to mess with like this. You can grab your airbrush and you're going to get a darker color of that color. I'm going to go a little bit more on the blue side, and you can easily color it in like this, do like an oval shape. Eyes are a little bit rounder, so you're going to get the edges, flatten it down a little bit, kind of brush it in there. Another darker color. We want to make sure it gets really dark on some of the corners. And then if we unselect, there's some pretty simple HD skin eyes. Very simple, nothing too exciting. If you want to keep going basic, here's some things that you could add to the basic style since we're still on the basic level. We're going to add another layer, and on top of this layer, we're going to add a darker ring. This is what I usually do for all of my skins. I add a darker ring, and I go in and I make the brush a little smaller, and then I drag and drop an iris, and we're going to do the same thing for the other side. That's somewhat symmetrical. And then I'm gonna go in and grab my airbrush, kind of bring it in, and I'm going to darken those top edges once more. Bring in the darker edges. Now it looks a little bit better, but we're gonna take it a step further. I usually go in and I Gaussian blur, and I make it like just a little bit. If I need to, I'll go through with my airbrush and make these lines just a tiny bit darker again, kind of bring that darkness back. There, now we got a little bit of a darker eye. Now what I do next, I usually bring in a little bit of flavor. I kind of bring in a little bit of sparkles with the sparkle brush, and I go through these little corners here that are lighter. We're gonna just bring them in. We're gonna make it smaller, and I'm gonna get that middle section there. And I'm using a white color, and then once we're done doing a little bit of sparkle, we're gonna go to this blending tab, and we're gonna hit add and then bring it down just a tiny bit. Kind of brings in a little bit more crystal-like kind of eye if you want to go that route. I'm gonna destroy a little bit of this. It's a little too bright for my liking. Just rounding off the edges that are not touching. Kind of just going with that. I'm gonna add a new layer, and I'm going to just set it to normal, and we're gonna bring in our little highlights. Just a highlight there, highlight there. I usually bring in 2 little highlights down here. You can do a different style. You could either go all the way down and then do like a second line there. That's really a good style. That's kind of a good thing that people like to do in their eyes. I like to just do 2 little marks here to do some highlights. And then for girls, usually I do a little heart. For boys, I don't do the heart at all, but since this is a girl character, we're gonna do little hearts. And that is kind of like a basic style for the eyes. I'm also gonna fix the whites of the eyes, the corneas, real quick. Just because we can't leave them blank. We can't leave them blank like that, you know? So what I usually like to do, I don't like doing plain gray, because plain gray is gross looking. Like, come on. You don't want plain gray. Eyes are not like that. If you actually look at real eyes, they're kind of like a reddish, like skin color reddish kind of hue. Sometimes they're a little bit purplish or pink. So I'm just gonna go pink a little bit, and we're gonna go a little bit of that kind of hue. And we're gonna just touch the edges, go a little darker, very subtle. Gonna bring in some more white just to get some good curvature in it. And so you got a little bit more texture to your eyes. So yeah, they don't look symmetrical because I could just copy and paste this iris to this iris and just have the same symmetrical things, but I didn't, just for this tutorial. So these are kind of just the basic eyes that you can go with. I will show what I do for my kind of like medium intermediate eyes in just a second. I usually have presets, but because of this tutorial, I'm not gonna like go and grab my presets. I'm actually gonna continue going with these eyes and give them the right details that are needed. So these are the eyes that I have. I always use these for my role plays, my style, and I have different presets. So I have like a male one, here's a female, and then I have the different things selected in different files, so I can go in and edit them to my pleasing or to whatever character I'm putting these on. And then I put these all together and I copy and paste them onto the skin. But for this tutorial, I'm not going to copy and paste them on the skin because that's just kind of cheating, and it doesn't really show you guys how I make the skin in general, especially for these beautiful lashes. These beautiful lashes need to be bootified. You need to have some bootified lashes other than these blocky sons of a guns, right? All right. So I'm just going to get rid of those eyelashes. It looks pretty bad. We're going to go ahead and we're going to draw some nice lashes for this lovely lady. Okay, we're going to make another layer on the top, and I'm going to go to black. I'm going to copy and paste one in, so I'm just going to go in. And we'll just copy and paste this to the other side because doing two at the same time is a little dumb. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna shape the eye just a little bit, make this a little bit bigger. And it depends on the style you want to go for your skin. This is kind of like the basic male. If you want to go that way, if you're like non-binary or whatever, you can keep going. We're just gonna add a lash for the female though. Okay, so this is kind of like the basic style that I would go for, wrapping the eyelash or whatever down to the end of this, because a lot of eyes do have eyelashes that go all the way down. I don't know why Minecraft eyes are just a little bit different and hard to do. You can actually look at my PNG tuber and look at the same style that I am doing on the skin. I've actually done on my Minecraft, my PNG tuber. So you know, I kind of use the same style for everything. But this is kind of the same kind of eye I would go to. It's a little too pointy for my likes, but there you go. You got a basic eye, and then all you do is just copy and paste, and then you're just gonna drag and drop that over, right? There you go. Now you got some perfect eyelashes for this freaking girl. You got some really nice eyelashes. Since her hair is orange, we're gonna go for a darker color for the eyebrows. I'm just gonna drag and drop these in. We're just gonna grab the eyebrow right around here. You want it to kind of be on the same area as this right here, this little corner of the eye. That's usually where IRL eyes appear. So you just want to do this, and we're just gonna drag this around. She does look a little surprised. We're just gonna make her a little happy, right? What you want to do is just keep doing this way, kind of like an arch. You don't want to do it straight, or they're gonna be like they're gonna look like this. You know, you don't want them to do that. You don't want them to do that. We're gonna do a little curve here, make it a little bit bigger, give a little bit more punctuation to those eyebrows. And then what you want to do is you're gonna grab the lighter colors of your hair, and you're just gonna slowly bring them into the tips of the eyebrows, just very so slowly. You can fix it up to however you like your eyebrows. If you like them detailed like IRL or a little bit chibi, then you can go that route. I haven't drawn eyebrows in a long time on Minecraft skins, so this is a little embarrassing how bad this looks. We're just gonna copy and paste and drag that right across there. And there you go, you got some Minecraft eyes. Okay, now I'm gonna go a little bit more advanced, and this might freak your brain out a little bit, but I'm going to do a little bit of a speed paint of different style eyes. I'm gonna show some eyes on the screen right now. These are other versions of Minecraft eyes that people have done, which are beautiful. I love the style of the like semi-realistic, cartoony anime eyes that aren't blocky. I love them. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna try this. We're gonna try making some eyes that are not square. Hi, this is Future Kim. I'm just editing this video and was just noticing how long this freaking speed paint is. It is kind of long, so I'm just gonna fill in. For those that are just starting out in Minecraft skin making, if you want to keep a simple design and a simplistic like thing for your skins, go for it. If you want to go extreme, definitely try out, like, experiment. You can try out any kind of style. Don't try and copy people because there's a lot of people that have been copied, which I've seen. Also, there are skin makers in so many Minecraft Discords that I've been in. If you ever want to, like, be in a Minecraft Discord, you could go look around at other Minecraft content creators, join their Discord, see if they have other people that are showing off their skins. Try and get yourself involved in the community so you can see other people's designs and kind of just grow with everyone and show them your HD skins. There's also a lot of people that sell their HD skins and sell a bunch of assets for the HD skins, either clothing, eyes, hair, jewelry, accessories, tattoos, and everything above. I actually have my own shop on Etsy. It's actually down below in the description if you guys want to go check that out. I sell a bunch of Minecraft skin packs, some hoodies, some shirts. I'm going to be adding some more clothing here in the future. I also have a facial pack of like simplistic emotions, and then there's a pack for anime emotions if you kind of want to go a little bit more with the funny animated route for your emotions. So yeah, if you want to spend the money, you can find people that you could buy HD skins from. They're not that expensive, but if you like really want really detailed things, there are a little bit more expensive content creators and skin makers out there, but it is so worth it, to be honest. The community that makes HD skins are just so amazing at what they do, especially when you look at the HD skin template, because it's so broken up into like a cube, you know, template. Sometimes I hurt my brain and can't even figure out how to put a piece of clothing on the skin because I don't know how it's gonna wrap around correctly or line up correctly. So it takes a lot of time for me to make a skin sometimes because my brain just cannot think about how I'm going to wrap around the body and the template. So I'm just amazed at the HD skin community. Y'all are freaking amazing. If you're watching this video, y'all are fudging amazing. Keep being amazing, HD skin artists. We got this. Okay, I have finished one of the eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste, hopefully, to the other side real quick. I'm actually really surprised how this turned out. This turned out a little bit better than I thought it was gonna go. I still wouldn't do this as a roleplay style. Like, I myself would not do full HD skins like this, just because it feels a little less Minecrafty and a little out of weirdness, right? So I would totally not stick with this style. It is pretty, yes, for certain things, but I still wouldn't stick with it. I would stick with the medium eyes where it's barely done anything, but it's still HD and it has the HD thing like this. I would stick with this. I wouldn't go this far, but if you guys like this style, then maybe I might go this far. Who knows? But yeah, that is how you make HD eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to Minecraft to show you guys how to animate some of the eyes. We're not gonna be using this. We're going to be instead using these eyes. So just know that these ones won't be animated at all. It will be this style that is animated. Okay, so now we're in Minecraft, and this is pretty simple, but if you have the Blockbuster mod, the Morph mod, and Aperture mod installed, this will definitely help out making animated skins. As you guys can see, I have my Zane here. He is having a little bit of an animated eye, kind of like that. So how you do this, when you're in Medibang Paint Pro and you have all your things like selected. I'm gonna put all of these together so you guys can see me animating it a little bit. So now that you have everything put together, there's different stages your eye is gonna be doing. It's gonna be completely open, half open, where you see a little bit of the eye left, and then closed. Those are the stages of the eye. If you want a smoother animation, then definitely put in like a couple more things into the timeline, just so it seems a little bit smoother when you're animating your little eye thing, which it shouldn't be that hard. It's really not that hard at all. You just have to move things around. So to do like a little bit of the half closed, I'm gonna grab the eyes real quick, and I'm going to just select them, and then I'm just going to slightly, you know, slightly drag it down. Yes, it's gonna look a little weird, but that's kind of what you're gonna go to. And then like fully closed eyes, I usually just, I'm gonna re-separate everything real quick, but what I usually do is I just grab the eyelash. I'm going to move the eyelash down. I move the eyelash just down a little bit, and then I squeeze it where it's supposed to be, and then I add more to where the eyelash like actually is. So I add a little bit, I get rid of this to make it look like it's neat. She's gonna look like she's smiling a little bit because of the eyelash being closed like that. Same thing over here, kind of the same thing. And then you just literally get rid of the rest, because there you go, there's your closed eyes. They're just eyelashes that are just closed. So once you put all of these things together, once you go into your lovely little Minecraft, all right, you're going to, I'm doing this on a different monitor screen, so just please forgive me. Once you go into Blockbuster, and first you're gonna hit pick, you're gonna get the sequencer. So it's just SE, and then there's a sequencer. You can see I already have a couple of them. Here's a blank sequencer. We're gonna hit edit, and it's gonna bring you to this screen here. There's two things over here, which is morphs, which is set to 10 ticks. Ticks are like a frame per second kind of thing in Minecraft. This is basic. We're gonna get rid of the Alex and just keep the Steve. And what I've done for the Zane one is kind of the same here, where I have this one set to 2 ticks. 2 ticks is like 2 frames per second. If you want it a little bit smoother, you can go with 1. I'm gonna add another, and then I'm gonna click the 10, and I'm going to add another 10. Just so it has 10, 2, 2, 10. I'm gonna hit this one, and we're gonna go ahead and edit our thing and grab our skin. Now we have the first skin. We're gonna grab the second Zane skin, which is a little slightly closed. Then we're gonna grab the fully closed. And what I did is I'm just going to click on this and hit add. It's gonna make a second one of that, and I'm just gonna put it right in between here, if I can. There we go. So it's like open, closing, closed, opening, and then we're gonna do the fully open skin one more time. And then after that is done, once you go out, you see that he's gonna animate just a little bit right there. See? So it's not that hard to do animated skins. You just have to play around with the sequencer, and then like play around with this, the ticks, the timing, see if you can get them to add up to being like open longer, or if someone does a shocked face, you can have them change to a shocked face in your aperture camera, which is this thing here. You can have them change to a sequencer that has a shocked face instead. It's pretty easy. So yeah, so it's not that hard to make HC skin eyes. It's not that hard to make animated ones either. You just have to play around with it and see what fits you, you know? So definitely don't copy my design, please. This is my eye design, and I've been drawing this eye design for years. So please do not actually steal or copy my design. Go ahead and try and make your own. Go ahead and use different people's like references. Use references for your art. Do not copy, do not steal. Please don't do that. It's kind of bad. With the animated eyes, it's not that hard. I hope that it works, especially with other instances. I haven't fully used it yet, but yeah, you can use the Blockbuster, Morph, and Aperture mods to be able to create these animated like skins, and I hope that you can be able to use them in your roleplays. It would be really cool to see people actually use more animated skins in their roleplays instead of just, oh, blank expression, oh, blank expression, oh, here's another blank expression, or oh, here's a surprised and shocked expression. Like if they did a little bit of like a animated form to that, like it just goes up to that face, then that would be a little bit cooler, you know? I feel like people need to use these in their role plays just a little bit more, which is why I'm going to be using this style of blinking and stuff in my roleplay, and hopefully it works out. I hope you guys really do enjoy this video. I really hope this helps out a lot of you guys that have been asking for the eye tutorial on my TikTok and my other pages. I really do hope this helps. If you guys have any other questions of any other tutorials that you want seen on my channel, please let me know in the comment section below. I want to do these tutorials and I want to help out the community. Since I already made a bunch of facial expressions and anime expressions on my shop, which is down below, I do want to see if I can make an animated version just like this of the skins so you guys can put these eyes together onto your own Minecraft skins. If you guys want that, please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for the constant support you have given me. We're so close to 5,000 followers. If you haven't, please go ahead and click that notification bell down below and make sure to subscribe. Thank you guys, and I hope you guys have an amazing day and stay awesome. Bye-bye!